Hey guys, it's Rebecca here from The Pursuit of Fabulous, and today I just wanted to do a little video muse on self-love because so many people come to me with various, issues or struggles or whatever it is that they're working through in their lives right now. And they think it's really, really about that thing. So maybe it's, I really want to lose weight, or I really want to get a new job, or I really want to find that romantic partner. Whatever it is that you're struggling with, you may really think that it's about that issue, but so frequently the conversation ends up going back to self-love and this concept of self-love, of what does it mean to lead a life where you're truly honoring and loving yourself. And I have found again and again that the more you truly love yourself, the more your life just works and is just happier and more meaningful and more fulfilling. And so I decided to come up with a couple of tips for falling in love with yourself a little bit more, and really, really nurturing that sense of self-love within you. So the first is to keep what I like to call a self-love journal, or one of my favorite bloggers, Gala Darling at galadarling.com, calls it a self-love Bible. And this is where you write down anything, any compliments that you receive. So, those like really good compliments when somebody tells you you're doing something well that like really resonates with you and it's something that you're really proud of, like write it down. And it can be little things too, like your hair looks great or whatever it is. But really having that place to recognize the ways that you're doing really, really well. And rereading that whenever you're feeling a little bit down or, having a little bit of insecurity. The second thing to do is to really start to recognize the difference between your higher self and your ego. So your ego is that smaller part of your mind that's always judging and comparing and is very concerned with external appearances. And your higher self is the part of you that knows that we're all connected, that knows it's all about love, that has your best interest at heart. And oftentimes it can be really confusing, where our minds are chattering all the time, and really starting to differentiate, is that my ego talking or is that my higher self? And really starting to pay attention to the thoughts that you're thinking. And sort of along that line, start to talk to yourself the way you would a dear, dear friend. So most of us, if we talked to our friends the way we talk to ourselves, we would have no friends. So, you're not good enough, you're whatever enough. We tend to be really, really hard on ourselves in ways that we never would someone we really loved and cared about. So the next time you're caught into this sort of a mental loop of feeling not good enough or really in your head in a negative way, I would encourage you to ask yourself, would I talk to my best friend in the world this way? And if not, maybe start to change that conversation. The next tip for really falling in love with yourself more is to really pay attention to the kind of goals that you're setting and really ask yourself, how good does this goal feel? This amazing blogger, Tara Moore, she has an e-course called Playing Big, and she's great. I love, love, love her blog. Super, super just wise and awesome. She has this concept of gift goals, and that you ask yourself, does this goal feel like a really juicy, delicious, wonderful gift to myself? And to only really create goals that come from that loving place. So I love this because I think so many people, goals come from a very like should place, like I should do this, and it's very driving and it doesn't feel loving and it doesn't feel fluid. And so really trying to create goals that feel more soulful and feel more nourishing is a great way to kind of cultivate more self-love. And then my last tip for feeling more love in your life and more full of self-love is to date yourself. So this might sound a little weird, and you can do this, whether you're in a relationship or not, but to really carve out fun things that you have been wanting to do and maybe putting off until you have a romantic partner, and taking yourself out on a date and really getting to know yourself and just exploring different sides of yourself and giving yourself that permission and that freedom to fall in love even deeper with who you are. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed these tips, and I hope that this conversation of self-love really starts to take root. It's something I'm really, really passionate about, and I think that the world will ultimately be healed and set free by people who honor themselves and love themselves and respect themselves. And so it's a big part of the pursuit of fabulous, and a big sort of foundation of my coaching. And so I hope this served you. I hope it helped you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye, guys.